Hi, I'm Terrinique, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belt and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I'm so happy that you guys have decided to join me for yet another episode. On this episode, we're going to talk about how to protect your child from lice. Yes, gross topic, but when you're in the thick of it, when you have to deal with it, you're like, I need all the resources I can get, especially if your child has textured hair or really thick and long hair. So right now it's back to school season, it's August, and our little ones are going back to school, and we're happy for the break, that summer. We're happy to get out of summer. I mean, summer was great, we loved it, but let's be honest, they ate too many snacks. I'm like, my daughter, she is 5, turning 6, and I'm like, how many things are you gonna eat? Every second she's opening the refrigerator. I want strawberries, I want pineapple, banana. I mean, it's healthy snacks, yeah, but I'm like, listen, I cannot be working just to go to the grocery store. So I'm so happy that, school is back in session, but I wanted to cover this topic that, we've experienced, and I want to talk about a myth that, people think it can happen to you if you have textured hair, right? I always thought, and I've heard it has been said, and I even looked it up on Google, and they were like, oh, black people don't get lice. I'm like, this is not a black person problem. Please do not come for me. This is just something that I've always grown up hearing, like, we do not get lice. So anyway, this summer we experienced a case of lice, not me. Really, really gross, right? But no, my daughter has very long, very thick hair, and she went to summer camp, and during the summer camp, there was a pajama day. So where the kids got to go to, summer camp in their pajamas, and they took their pillows and they took their blankets, and turns out one of her close friends that was in the summer camp got lice. So her mom was messaging me like, my daughter has lice. Did you check Ayla's hair? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm sure she doesn't have lice because black people don't get lice. So anyway, Ayla starts scratching. So I'm like, Ayla, because she wasn't scratching before. Like, the minute my friend texts me, Ayla starts scratching. And I'm like, Ayla, has your hair been itching? And she's like, no. So it's like the middle of the night, maybe like 11 p.m. I turn on the lights and I look in her hair and I see a little bug. Oh my gosh, 11 p.m. I took my child out of bed and I washed her hair, and I also washed all of our bedding and any clothing, she had on that day to get rid of the lice. Then the next morning I woke up, so I washed with our almond and shea butter moisturizing shampoo. Then I sectioned the hair into 4. Her hair is very long, it's very thick, and it's very curly. The next morning I woke up and I checked her hair. I didn't see anything. And then the next afternoon, I checked her hair and I saw another little bug. So she turns out she only had 2 bugs in her hair. Her friend is, doesn't have textured hair, she has straight hair. She ended up with several eggs and several bugs in her hair. So she actually had to go to a professional to get her hair treated. But with Ayla, what I did was I immediately took a tissue paper and I took the bugs out of her hair. It was only 2, there were no eggs. And then I ran to the pharmacy and I got some lice shampoo. After shampooing with our almond and shea butter shampoo, I got the lice shampoo. And I saturated her hair in that. And then I put rosemary oil and coconut oil on the hair. And I checked it every single day for up to a week and no lice. So it can be a parent's worst nightmare, especially when your child has type 4 hair or very thick and long hair. Some parents have resorted to cutting off their child's hair, and I'm like, ain't no way, I'm not doing that to my little girl, right? The key is to prevent it from happening, and that's what I'm going to talk about, tips on how to prevent it. Or once your child has experienced lice, how to, get the situation under control, because that's what we want to do. We don't want to have to cut all the hair off, especially, if you have a girl. Boys are different. Like you can just cut all their hair off, but with girls, you want to pay special attention. And now that they're back in school and they're going to recess, they're on the playground, they're laying in the grass, they're touching their friend's hair. Lice is easily transported between kids in that way. So let's talk. So the myth, number one myth, textured hair or black people do not get lice. That is a myth. That is false, right? Textured hair is not immune to lice. This is simply not true. Lice can infest any hair type, regardless of texture or curl pattern. While certain hair care practices might make it more difficult for lice to attach, and I'm going to talk about that too. So that's one of the preventative ways of lice. They are not guaranteed prevention, is a not guaranteed prevention method. It's crucial to be vigilant and take steps to prevent and treat lice in all hair types. So what to do if your child gets lice? First of all, you want to, look through the hair. If you see any bugs, take them out. I took it out with a paper towel. So take the bugs, all the bugs out of the hair. If your child has curly hair, it could be a little bit more difficult. This can take up to 4 hours. That's how long it took me with my daughter to go through each and every section of the hair. I actually parted the hair into 4 sections, and then I went through each section, I parted each section and looked to take out anything that looked weird. So you want to section the hair. You also want to wash the hair with lice shampoo, and you want to do that in sections too, right? So how you would apply the shampoo, it's like the shampoo comes in the form of like an oil, and you put it on the dry hair. So you would go through all the scalp, all the sections, put the shampoo on the dry hair, and then you would wet the child's hair, and then you'll see the shampoo start to lather. And I put a lot on there, and it took a very long time to rinse all of it out, but I was happy to do that because it actually kills all the bugs, right? Immediately. So you're washing with shampoo, but you're separating and detangling it. And after you've done that, then you want to add your oils on there. Oils that we use our Kurlee Tropical Oil Blend, which has coconut oil in it and is very good for repelling lice. Lice does not like coconut oil. You can also use conditioners that have coconut oil or rosemary oil in it to prevent your child from getting lice, and you want to use these oils daily, right? And you want to also check daily for lice. Number 4, you want to wash all bedding and all clothing to make sure that the bugs, like the child's hair doesn't get reinfested with bugs, or you don't get infested with bugs. So if your kid sleeps in your bed, or even if they don't, you want to wash your bedding and their bedding. I would also suggest to just, after you find out about the lice, just do laundry, clean all the clothes, because you don't know where it is. Also, if they tend to lay on the couch a lot, you want to wash or vacuum the couch or vacuum areas frequently. So what to do if your child gets lice? First, you want to wash your child's hair with lice shampoo. Then you want to make sure you're sectioning the hair, keep the hair separated. That's what I did for an entire week, actually 2-3 weeks. I still have her hair separated into 4 ponytails, so that it's easier to check the hair if your child has really thick hair. So, and you want to also make sure your child's hair is detangled. Number 3, check daily for lice. Once the hair is in sections, it's so easy. It's super easy to check daily. It'll be like a really quick check. I like to look at the scalp area. And then number 4, wash all of the bedding. Now, an important tip on how to prevent lice. So school has already started, and your little girls have long curly hair or really thick hair, And how you want to prevent lice is you want to make sure that you are shampooing the hair regularly, keeping the hair clean, keeping the hair separated and detangled. Lice thrives if your kid's hair or your hair is matted, right? It's really hard to see the bugs and the eggs if the hair is matted and not untangled. So you can also create like a lice repellent oil, right? You can use our Kurlee Tropical Oils Blend that has coconut oil in it, castor oil, jojoba, also avocado oil, which are great oils for repelling lice, and also rosemary oil. Put a little bit of water in the spray bottle, put some oil in there, shake it up, and then spray the child's hair every day with oil. Or when you're detangling the hair or you're styling the hair, what I like to do, spray water, spray the oil, and I like to put our Thirsty Kurls Leave-in Conditioner on there. It has hibiscus, aloe vera, and honey. Keeps the hair really moisturized and supple throughout the day, and it creates a condition that lice will not thrive in. So you want to use nice conditioners and oils to keep the lice away, right? So how to prevent lice? You want to use oils that repel lice, and oils that repel lice would be coconut oil, rosemary oil, and then you want to keep the hair hydrated with the leave-in conditioner. So I hope that this information was very helpful to you, and let's hope for a bug-free, lice-free school year. If this information was helpful, and if you didn't know that textured hair, type 4, curly hair, or even black people can get lice, comment below. Or if you have had an experience with lice with your kid, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.